Hello everyone and welcome back to the part 2 of how to make a 2-player obby. So in the last video we made a working pairing system with highlights to show who's paired with whom. And in this video we're going to set up color specific obby parts that only certain players can walk on. So let's get started. So first what we're going to do is we're going to add, just for example, 2 parts. So I'm just going to insert 2 parts right here. And I'm probably going to make them bigger, so I'm just going to scale them, make them look like they can be walkable on, Actually, I'm just going to duplicate this part. I'm going to click Control D or Command D if you're on a Mac. And there you go. I have 2 parts which can be used for obbies. And I won't forget to anchor them, not lock, anchor them. So now both of the parts are anchored. And I'm going to maybe like raise them a bit like that. Oh, and also I hate, me personally, in obbies, I don't like the shadows, so I'm just going to turn off cast shadows, and there you go, there's no more shadows. Now, we're going to name this part, let's name it like red part for the red person, and then blue part for the blue person. And we're going to change the color, we're going to make this like really blue, so actually brick color right here. As you can see, really blue, and then I'm gonna make this really red. There you go. So now we have red and blue parts. Now we're not done yet. Now in our parts, in each of our parts, we're gonna add a string value. So we can search for string value. We can add one. We're gonna rename the string value to color tag. And for the value, we're gonna have red, because this is the red part. We're going to do the same thing for the blue part, so we're going to click the plus button, search for string value, rename the value to color tag, and then the value to blue. So now we can go ahead and select, I'm going to select both of them, I'm going to set the transparency to 1, and I'm going to disable can collide is equal to false. Now we're gonna go ahead and make, so before like the players are paired or anything, the parts are just gonna have a highlight on each of the edge. So we're gonna go into server script service, we're gonna add a script, we're gonna name this outline handler. And so we're gonna create some stuff. We're gonna create a surface GUI in our script. So we're gonna do local faces equals curly brackets. We're gonna do enum dot normal ID dot top comma. And now I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And I'm just gonna change the top to bottom. And then I'm going to change this one to left, this one to right, front, and back. Actually, we don't need this last one. So now this basically is just all of the faces. So if we look the top, left, right, back, bottom, like all that, all the faces. So now we're gonna start writing local function add outline part comma color. Then we're gonna do for underscore comma face in I pairs faces do if part find first child outline GUI underscore dot face dot name, then continue end. So now we're gonna write local GUI equals instance dot new surface GUI. Then we're gonna do GUI dot name equals outline GUI space dot space face dot name GUI dot face equals to face, and GUI dot always on top equals to false. GUI dot sizing mode equals to enum dot surface GUI sizing mode dot pixel per stud. GUI dot pixel per stud equals to 50. GUI dot light influence equals to 0. GUI dot reset on spawn equals to false. GUI dot parent equals to part. So basically what this does is this: it creates a surface GUI on each side of our part. Now we're gonna write local frame equals instance dot new frame dot size equals udim 2 dot from scale 1,1 frame dot background transparency equals to 1 frame dot parent equals GUI. So this creates a frame. Then local stroke equals instance dot new UI stroke. Now we're gonna stroke dot color equals color, and then we can do stroke dot thickness equals to 3.5. 3.5 is really good. Then we're gonna do stroke dot transparency equals 0. Stroke dot apply stroke mode equals enum dot apply stroke mode dot border, and the stroke dot parent equals frame. So now we're gonna do for underscore comma part in workspace get descendants do if part is a base part and part colon find first child, not wait for child, find first child color tag, which is the string value that we created, then local tag equals part find first child color tag, if tag dot value dot value equals to red, then we're gonna do add outline part comma color 3 dot from RGB. We're gonna create the red color, which is 255, 0, 0. There you go. And then we're gonna do else if so else if tag dot value equals to blue, then add outline part color 3 dot from RGB, and which blue color is 0, 0, 255. That's blue. And so this is the whole script for the outline. So now I think if we test it out, it should work. So as you can see, I'm not paired or anything, and it works really well. So as you can see, this is the red one, this is the blue one. It added the outline. The outline looks really nice, and yeah. Now we're gonna go ahead and write the colors to make them actually work and functional. Now we're gonna go to our starter player scripts. We're gonna add a local script. You can rename this to color handler, something like that. I don't even know. But now we're gonna write local players equals game get service players local player. So I'm just gonna write LP equals players dot local player. So now we're gonna do local function get player color. So this it's gonna get our highlighted color that the player is. So we're gonna do local char equals LP dot character, and then we're gonna do if not char, then return nil end. Now we're gonna write local highlight equals char find first child pair highlight. I hope I'm spelling that correctly. If not highlight, then return nil end. Local color equals to highlight dot fill color. If color equals to color 3 dot from RGB 0, 0, 255, so blue, then return, it's gonna return blue. Else if color equals to color 3 dot from RGB 255, 0, 0, then we're gonna do return red. And at the end of all of this, we're just gonna write return nil. If like nothing, if it's not either blue or red, it's just gonna return as nothing. Now we're gonna do local function update obby parts local char equals local player dot character or local player dot character added. Wait. Local is paired equals character dot find first child. Oh wait, not dot, colon find first child then we're gonna write pair highlight does not equal to nil. Local player color equals get player color. We're gonna do for underscore comma part in workspace get descendants do if part is a base part, which is just a regular part, and part find first child color tag. Then we're gonna write local tag equals part find first child color tag dot value. Now we're gonna write if is paired, then if tag equals to player color, then part dot transparency equals to 0, not 1, not 10 either, 0, and part dot can collide equals to true. Else part dot transparency dot equals to 1 and part dot can collide equals to false. And also at the end of this end we're gonna write another else. So else we're gonna write part dot transparency equals to 1 and part dot can collide equals to false, because basically if you're none of this, if you're not a player color at all, then And basically, like, if you're none of this, like if you're not a color, if you don't have any highlight, you're just not gonna see anything. Like, you're gonna see the outline, of course, but you just won't be able to interact with it. Now we're gonna write local. Actually, now we're gonna write local player dot character added. Now we're gonna write local player dot character added connect function task dot wait 0.5 seconds, not task dot wait, and update obby parts. Then we're just gonna add this last line called while true do, like a loop. This is just a basic loop. Task dot wait 1 second p call update obby parts. So basically it just kind of loops every second to update the obby parts. And once again, you guys can join my Discord in the description below if you guys don't want to listen to me yap too much. And yeah, so you can just kind of paste these scripts in and you're good to go. We're in the game and let's pair. And as you can see, I'm blue and I can see the blue and I can stand on it. And on the red, I can only see the red and I can't stand or collide with the blue part, but I can collide and I see the red part. So, and if we actually unpair, both of the parts disappear. I can't collide with them anymore. And if we pair again, there you go. It works. And yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you guys get notified about part 3 and part 4 and part 5, or however much more I'm gonna do of these. But thank you guys so much for again watching. Goodbye.